Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video we are going to see how to solve this second order non-homogeneous differential equation using variation of parameters. Here we have y double prime minus 2y prime plus y is equal to e power x divided by x power 4. Now whenever we try to solve a second order non-homogeneous differential equation, we have to find out particular solution and complementary solution. The general solution of the differential equation is going to be addition of this complementary solution plus particular solution. Now to find out the complementary solution, what we do is we grab this first part of the equation, y double prime minus 2y prime plus y, this y terms, and we equalize this one to 0. And if you don't have, like sometimes if you have a coefficient something in front of it, you have to divide everything by that and bring it into standard form, because for y double prime we shouldn't have anything in front of it. If we have anything, we have to divide and get rid of that one, and then we have to equalize this one to 0. In this case we don't have anything, this is just 1, so we can directly equalize this one to 0. If we do that, this is going to be y double prime minus 2y prime plus y is equal to 0. Now after we do that, we have to write the characteristic equation. That's going to be just m square minus 2m plus 1 is equal to 0. If we have double prime, we replace that one with square. If we have single prime, we replace that one with power 1. And when we don't have any order, like any derivative, we just keep the coefficient. Okay, that's equal to 0. Now we have to factor this one. Here you can see the factor of this one is m minus 1, m minus 1. Here this is repeated real roots. So the complementary solution is going to be this pattern. C1 e power, here m is equal to 1. M is equal to 1 repeated. So whenever we have repeated real roots, we put the power 1 for first, e power x, and c2, and then we have to multiply this one by x, and then e power x. Okay, this is our complementary solution. Now we have to find out the particular solution. To find out the particular solution, yp, that's going to be equal to u1 times y1 plus u2 times y2. Now y1 is the first term of this one, this complementary solution. The first one is y1 and the second term is y2. Now let's go ahead and write this one here. Y1 is equal to e power x, and then y2 is equal to x e power x. Okay, we have y1 and y2. Now we have to find out this u1 and u2, because to find out the particular solution we need y1, y2, we already have that one. We need u1 and u2, we have to find out that one. In order to find this one, we have to use Wronskian. In Wronskian, what we do is we create a 2 by 2 matrix. In this 2 by 2 matrix, we put y1 and y2 on top. y1 is e power x, I put it right here. y2 is x e power x, I put it right here. And then we have to take the derivative of this one and put it on the bottom. If you take the derivative of e power x, that's going to be just e power x. But if you take the derivative of x e power x, this is going to be a chain rule. So first I take the derivative of x, that's going to be just 1. So we will have e power x remaining. Then I keep x as it is and take the derivative of e power x. Derivative of e power x is still e power x. So I put it right here. Then we have to find out the determinant. Determinant is just multiplication of this one minus this one. Okay, let's go ahead and do that right here. And then when we do the determinant, this is going to become e power 2x plus x e power 2x minus, and if you multiply this one by this is going to be x e power 2x. Now here you can see x e power 2x minus x e power 2x, both of them will cancel each other. We will be left with e power 2x. So this is going to be e power 2x. This is our Wronskian. But here the thing is u1 prime, let me write the equation right here. u1 prime is equal to w1 over w. Then u2 prime is equal to w2 over w. So in order to find out this u1 prime and u2 prime, we need to know what is w1 and w2. Now the easier way to find the w1 and w2 is using the Wronskian again. Now let's go ahead and use that. Here to find out the w1, what we have to do is we have to put the first term 0, and we have to keep the second term as it is, that is x e power x, and below this first term, this 0, we have to put g of x. G of x is the value that comes after this equation. This is our g of x in this case. That is e power x divided by x power 4. we have to put it below here, that's e power x divided by x power 4, and in the other side we have to just take the derivative of this one. We already took it right here, I put it here, that is e power x plus x e power x. Then we have to do the determinant again, ad, like this 0 times this one, that's going to be just 0, so 0 minus and e power x times x e power x divided by x power 4. So if you multiply this one, you will get x e power 2x divided by x power 4. Simply we can write it as negative, and we can cancel one of these x, and this will become cube e power 2x divided by x cube. Now we have found out w1. Next thing is we have to find out w2. Let's use a different color. Let's continue here. w2 is again, now when we find out w2, what we have to do is we have to put 0 as second. When we find out w1, like if you remember, like when you have 1, put the 0 first, when you have 2, put the 0 second. In that way you will remember this one easily. Now the first term we have to keep it as it is, e power x e power x. For this one we kept second term as it is. For this one we keep first term as it is. Second term we put 0, and then below this 0 we put g of x. G of x is this e power x divided by x power 4. E power x divided by x power 4. Again we have to find out the determinant. If you multiply this one, e power 2x divided by x power 4, and then minus 0 times e power x, that's going to be just 0, so we can neglect that. And now we found out w2 and w1, and after that we have to find out, now we can use these two information to find out u1 prime and u2 prime, because our purpose is to find out this u1 and u2, because that's what making this particular solution. The particular solution is u1 multiplied by y1 and u2 multiplied by y2. We already have this y1 and y2. We have this y1, that is e power x, y2 is x e power x. We have to find out this u1 and u2. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Here we have u1 prime. u1 prime is what? w1 divided by w. w1 we just found out, that's negative e power 2x divided by x cube. Negative e power 2x divided by x cube divided by w, that is e power 2x. Okay, and if you bring this e power 2x to the numerator, that's gonna become negative. So negative 2x positive 2x cancels each other. We will end up with negative 1 over x cube. And then if you integrate this one, because this is u1 prime, now to find out u1 we have to integrate this one to get rid of this derivative. Let me write this one in better way first, so integration will be much easier. We can write this one as x power minus 3, and if we integrate this one, this is going to become u1, and in the integration of this one is going to be negative x power minus 2 divided by minus 2, and minus 2 cancels each other. We will end up with 1 over 2x square. Okay, u1 is 1 over 2x square. Now the next thing is we had to find out u2. Okay, let's continue somewhere here. Let's continue here. u2 prime is equal to w2 over w. Let's box this one. This is one of the important solution. u2 prime is going to be w2 over w. We found out w2, that's e power 2x divided by x power 4. Then we have to divide this one by w, that's e power 2x. Here you can see e power 2x cancels each other, so we will end up with 1 over x power 4, or we can write it as x power negative 4. X power negative 4, if you integrate this one, this is going to be x power negative 3. X power negative 3 divided by negative 3. So this is going to be just, okay, let's write u2 with a different color. u2 is going to be just x power negative 3 divided by negative 3. Okay, so this is our u2, and we found out u1. Finally we can write our particular solution. yp is going to be u1 times y1. y1 is already known, that's e power x, and u1 is 1 over 2 x square. 1 over 2x square times e power x plus u2 we found out right here, that's negative x power minus 3 over minus 3. If we write this one in a better way, we can write it as minus 1 over 3x cube times y2, that is x power e power x. X times e power x. Okay, now let's simplify this one furthermore. This one is already in a good form. We cannot we can just leave it like this. This one we can cancel one of these x and make this one x square. Okay, this is going to become x square, 3x square e power x. Okay, let's get rid of all these things. These wrongs again is important until we find out u1 and u2. Now we found out everything. Let's get rid of these things. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's continue here. Let me use a different color. Okay, let's continue here. Yp is equal to 1 over 2x square e power x minus 1 over 3x square e power x. Here you can see x square and e power x are common for both, so we can take it as common. This is going to be e power x divided by x square. If I take that one common, this is going to be 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3. And here we can take the common denominator as 6. If we take the common denominator as 6, this is going to be e power x divided by x square multiplied by, this is going to become 6 divided by 3. I mean 6, this is going to be 3 divided by 6. 3 divided by 6 minus 2 divided by 6. Then 3 minus 2, that's going to be just 1. Okay, and then finally we will end up with e power x divided by 6x square. This is our particular solution. Now we have the complementary solution and particular solution. To find out the general solution, we just have to add them together, and that's going to be our final answer. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Okay, let's write the final answer. Here we are going to have general solution, that's going to be complementary solution, that's c1 e power x plus c2 x e power x, and I add this particular solution, that's e power x divided by 6x square, and that's our general solution for this differential equation. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you are trying to learn differential equation, there are a bunch of videos in my playlist. I hope you guys watch that too, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.